Confused by carburetors? Flabbergasted by fuel injectors? I'll explain the difference, and it'll only take a minute or two. A key step in combustion is mixing fuel with air. Carburetors and fuel injectors do that very differently. A carburetor is a mechanical device that depends on differences in pressure. Air flows through a pinched tube. When the air hits the narrow part, it speeds up. The faster the air moves, the lower its pressure. Fuel is literally sucked into the body of the carb by the low pressure. You adjust the size of the inlet or jet to change how much fuel is let into the cylinder. The first carburetors were invented around 1885. Given the limited technology available then, it's a pretty ingenious design. The problem is that it works exactly right for only a limited set of conditions. Let's say you tune the engine so you have the right air-fuel ratio at full throttle. Then when you're off the throttle and less air is coming in, the engine will get too much fuel for that amount of air. An electronic fuel injection system automatically changes the amount of fuel supplied to match the amount of air coming in. The fuel injector itself is essentially just a fancy valve between the fuel and the airflow. When the injector receives an electrical pulse, it opens the valve. The longer the pulse, the longer the valve stays open and the more fuel is injected. The length of the pulse is determined by the Engine Control Unit, or ECU. Sensors from all over the car send information to the ECU. The ECU synthesizes all that information, determines how much fuel is required based on the sensor data, and sends a pulse to open the fuel injector. EFI, because it can adjust the engine parameters in real time, offers a lot more flexibility in terms of optimizing combustion than a carburetor ever could. The trade-off, however, is complexity. There are a lot of parts to an EFI system. If even one of them doesn't work right, the entire system will have problems. Got a question you'd like answered? Send it in. Here's our email.